Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring this story to you guys' attention because we're hoping for a good outcome. I want you guys to take a good look at that smiling, beautiful little face right there. That little kid is missing right now, and we're hoping to be able to recover that baby boy right there. So we're going to need everybody's help to pitch in. If you see something, say something. We definitely want to try to do our part. Try to spread the word a little bit if we can. Even if we just get a couple of views added to this, we definitely want to try to help as best as we can. But Las Vegas police are investigating a report of a missing 2-year-old boy last seen east of the Strip, the Las Vegas Strip, at about 3:11 p.m. on May the 5th. The child, identified as, let me see if I can get his name up here, his face. That is Amari, A-M-A-R-I, Amari Nicholson. And Amari Nicholson was reported missing in the 3600 block of Paradise Road near Sands Avenue. And of course, I have a lot of questions, like I'm sure a lot of you guys do. So I'll tell you my thoughts here in a minute. All hospitals are asked to check their registries for him and notify police. Authorities are asking for any leads or tips which might aid in their investigation. Now, previous reports of a body found in a nearby dumpster were unfounded. Anybody who has information is urged to call Missing Persons Detail at 702-828-2907 or 702-828-3111. There are conflicting stories from family members, so here is where it gets interesting. By the way, that picture is my favorite of the little boy right there. Just seems like a really, really good kid. The family says there are conflicting stories. So Amari's father, by the name of Jyrgio, Giorgio? Jyrgio. What's that spell? Giorgio, apparently. Wow. I've never seen that spelled that way. Or unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. I think that's the dad. We'll come back to it here in a minute. Giorgio Hayes lives in Reno, in the Reno area. He doesn't have much contact with Amari other than a visit in person last year in Henderson and several video calls. Sound familiar? Like a lot of the stories we talk about, dads only having limited access to their kids. Even though they have no limits to how much child support they can take from the dads, but you can limit how much time the dad can see with the kid. That's amazing how we pull that off in our society. But let's move on past that. Sweep that under the rug like it apparently don't matter. Anyway, he said, I don't know where my son is. And if anybody does, I just hope they can help me. Just tell me where he's at. He heard Amari's mother was in Colorado taking care of her mother, and Amari was in Las Vegas with her current boyfriend. Oh, the plot thickens. How many times have I told that story? They want to limit access to the father, but the boyfriends have no limit to the access to the children. That is crazy to me. I'm going to read that again. Amari's mother was in Colorado taking care of her mom, and Amari was in Las Vegas with her current boyfriend. That doesn't even make any sense. On Facebook, Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson, left a comment that said her boyfriend had Amari. She said she was in Colorado and claimed Hayes' sister took Amari. I don't know who has him. All I'm hearing is that the boyfriend said, my sister picked him up. My sister did not pick him up. The police searched my sister's house and they know where she's at. They know where all family members are members are at, and they know I don't have my son. They trace me by my phone. They can trace him by whoever he was with. I'm going to let them do their job. Hayes said, that doesn't even make any sense. I can barely even read that crap. Anyway, an aunt from Amari's father's side is offering $30,000 in reward money for his safe return or info leading to his safe return. Anybody can call the missing persons detail at 702-828-2907 or 702-828-3111. This is an ongoing investigation, and further details will be provided when they become available. Now, the family had originally said that the boy was 3, but his birthday is in the fall. You just can't put any logic to this at all. So I want y'all to think about this. So the mother of Amari cared more about her mother than she did her own son. She said she went to go take care of her mom, but left her son with her boyfriend. How does that make any sense? Why would you not take your son with you? Because I'm sure that the mom probably wanted to see the little boy. He's a beautiful little kid. He seems like a sweet, innocent little kid. He seems like he's quiet. I used to be really quiet. I still technically am. Even though I do the stream, I talk a lot. But I grew up a pretty quiet, reserved kid. Why would you not take your kid with you? Why would you leave your kid with the boyfriend? Why would they allege that the boyfriend's sister took him? Lastly, why are you preventing access from the dad to see his son? And then you felt the need to allow the boyfriend to have the kid over the dad? That makes no sense. And I'm going to tell you guys, especially being in Las Vegas, y'all know what they say goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, there is a lot of sex trade, sex trafficking, a lot of bullcrap going on out there in Vegas. And this is not the type of thing that needs to stay under the rug. This thing needs to be talked about, and we need to figure out what the hell is going on. Let's get this fair use popping. Let's talk about these videos.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Yeah, we just got that photo from Metro Police. They've identified the young boy as 2-year-old Amari Nicholson. He's been missing for more than 24 hours now. Let's get a photo of Amari on your screen so you can take a really good look at this photo. Police say he was last seen yesterday near Paradise and Twain. Today, police had a big investigation there at the Emerald Suites on the corner of Paradise and Twain. Crime scene tape was up. Detectives were coming in and out. Marked and unmarked units were there as well. Police told us this morning there was information circulating out there incorrectly, saying officers found a body in a dumpster. However, on scene, officers did go through trash containers, but at this point, we're told they did not find a body. One more look at Amari here. A missing child now more than 24 hours. He's 2 years old. Amari Nicholson. Take a really good look at this photo. If you know anything about what happened or where he might be, you are urged to contact the police. Now, based on the Metro Police call logs, the initial call came in, it was reported as a kidnapping. However, Metro Police have not released any details at this time surrounding the circumstances of Amari's disappearance.
Well, Marie, a lot of communities here in North Las Vegas are some of the most under-vaccinated, according to data from the Southern Nevada Health District. So we talked to community members here. Many who haven't gotten the shot yet said they're open to it, but have some questions. So we took those questions straight to a doctor.
As mass vaccination sites close down, health experts have a new strategy, targeting under-vaccinated areas and persuading the skeptics to roll up their sleeves.
We don't need to hear about that. Okay. This, I think, is the dad. Let's hear from him. Here we go.
And that's all. I just want my baby. He's a baby.
Tonight, the search for this 2-year-old, Amari Nicholson, is intensifying.
This place he was seen was on Paradise near Sands Avenue yesterday afternoon. That's more than 25 hours ago.
Tonight, the family's offering a $20,000 reward for his safe return.
Fox 6's Lauren Martinez joins us live with the latest on the search for Amari.
Jacqueline and John, Amari Nicholson's aunt first contacted our newsroom about his disappearance. Metro has not released any other information other than that they are asking the public to come forward. Now, there are a lot of conflicting stories from the family, but everyone is just hoping for Amari's safe return.
It's my baby boy. It's my baby boy. It's my baby boy? Yeah.
Sergio Hayes' 2-year-old son is missing. Las Vegas police say Amari Nicholson was last seen Wednesday afternoon near Paradise Road and Twain Avenue. Hayes heard Amari and his mother were staying at the Emerald Suites nearby.
I don't know where he is, and she don't know. And the police don't know. So he's kidnapped. He's gone.
Hayes lives in the Reno area and doesn't have much contact with Amari other than a visit last year in Henderson and several video calls. He's puzzled about whereabouts and upset police are questioning his family.
I don't know who has it. All I'm hearing is that the boyfriend said that my sister picked him up. My sister did not pick him up. And they searched my mom's house. And they searched my stepdad's house. And they searched my sister's house. And they tracked down my brother. Like I did something wrong. If you could track me down, track him down.
Amari's aunt on his father's side is now offering a $20,000 reward for his safe return or information leading to his safe return. Amari's father wants everyone to look out for his son.
Look outside. Tell your kids to look. What if it was your son? I would look for you. I want Amari to be found. Found. Found.
I'm going to tell you, I'm glad to hear a father speaking out, so that's good, man. Really is. But let me play a couple more videos real quick.
Now, Metro needs your help finding a 2-year-old boy who went missing yesterday morning. Amari Nicholson was last seen off of Paradise Road around 6 a.m. Police say he might be in severe emotional distress and in need of medical assistance. If you have any information, you're asked to call police at 702-828-3111.
Finger pointing and confusion tonight over the disappearance of a 2-year-old boy. Amari Nicholson has been missing for more than 2 days now.
And tonight we're here.
I think the mom should be under arrest. Just the fact that she left her son with her boyfriend while she left to go see her mother. That should be an arrestable offense by itself. That is horrible parenting. What mother would do that? By the way, happy Mother's Day to all my ladies out there, to all my mothers, the good mothers out there. Somebody please speak up in the chat and tell me, what good mother would ever do that? What good mother would ever leave her children with her boyfriend as opposed to the father? What real woman would ever do that? What real mother would ever do that?
From the boy's mother and her boyfriend, and they're now saying that someone kidnapped him. Fox 6's Joe VL joining us now with more on what the couple is saying. Joe.
Yeah, that's right. I talked to the couple today. Now, the mother flat out said some of what she's saying may certainly sound confusing to people, but she says someone took her son. She is struggling with a little boy who hasn't come home and wants the public to help find him. It has been 2.5 days since anyone has heard anything about 2-year-old Amari Nicholson.
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just my baby's gone.
That's the mother. I want y'all to pay attention to body language. Can somebody please post that in the chat? Body language. And tell me, does this sound just like the Orrin and Orson case out of California City? body language. Arms behind the back and arms crossed. What does that body language say? This is the mom. Let's listen again. Pay attention to the body language.
About 2-year-old Amari Nicholson.
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just my baby's gone.
Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson.
Notice how she shrugged? I'm going to let y'all see it again. She, like that. Boyfriend. Y'all need to look up some videos on the FBI about body language. That will tell you so much. This indicates guilt on both of their sides.
Have days since anyone has heard anything about 2-year-old Amari Nicholson.
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just my baby's gone.
Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson, says she got the news her son was missing on Wednesday while she was in Colorado taking care of her mother, who was attacked by a dog. She left Amari with her boyfriend, who considers Amari his son, at the Emerald Suites.
I'm going to let y'all hear this again. You've got to be kidding me. Listen at this again. Why? They even told us why she was at her mom's house. Listen at this again.
On Wednesday while she was in Colorado taking care of her mother, who was attacked by a dog.
Y'all hear this?
Care of her mother, who was attacked by a dog.
Not only are they staying at a hotel, let's move on past the Emerald Suites, since everybody gets mad about me talking about these crummy hotels that they be living out of. Think about this. She left her son, her heart, her baby that she would give her last breath for, since she loves her son so much, right? She loves her son so much that she left her son not with the dad, but with her boyfriend to go take care of her mother, who could be potentially twice her age. So her mom was probably about 40 or 50 years old, because she was attacked by a dog. And here's where the Advocates for Children steps in. Are y'all ready for this? This is why we use this term, and we say we advocate for children first. Your mother is grown. I don't care if your mama died of rabies. I'm going to say that again. I don't care if they amputated your mama's leg for gangrene. She grown. Can somebody put that in the chat? She grown. She grandma grown. She's already lived life to the point to where she got to see being a grandmother. If she was even a real woman, she should have known something was wrong when her daughter showed up without her son. Why would you not even want to see your grandson? You should have called your daughter out for that. Your daughter shouldn't have left your son with her boyfriend. That makes no sense. Even if your mama was on her deathbed, screw your mama. Screw her. She grandma grown. That boy's life mattered more. Please get what I just said. Thank you. Priority. Thank you. See, this is why I love the AFC. Thank you. We're talking about priority. Your mama, who's 50, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever she is old, is not a priority. Guess who should be taking care of her? Oh, man, we getting ready to get into this. If grandma was worth anything, shouldn't grandma have a husband? Isn't that the husband's job? Isn't that why we should have marriages, nuclear families? Uh-oh. Is Just Jay going into this conversation again? Yeah, I think we are. Grandma should have a grandpa, a husband. If she's that needy, maybe a nursing home, potentially. Babies come first. This is stupid, and it's highly stupid. Ain't no way in the world I would ever choose my mother, my grandmother, anybody. I would never put anybody over my child. Not my girlfriend, not my wife. Understand me? Nobody comes before my daughter. That's what a real parent would do. But let's move on. Let's listen to the story.
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just my baby's gone.
Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson, says she got the news her son was missing on Wednesday while she was in Colorado taking care of her mother, who was attacked by a dog. She left Amari with her boyfriend, who considers Amari his son, at the Emerald Suites near the Strip. Now, he says Wednesday, just after 6 a.m., someone knocked on the door.
And it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Terrell Rhodes says he called.
Oh my God. Why is the boyfriend not currently under arrest? Let me tell you why. Here's where Las Vegas police are messing up. He just admitted to giving the child away. Let me explain why that fool should be under arrest. Y'all ready for this? If it was the sister, like he said, then shouldn't he know who the sister is, what she looks like? So you only have one or two scenarios. Either he knows what the sister looks like and he gave the sister away to somebody who was not the sister, or option B, he didn't know who the sister was. And if he didn't know who the sister was, then that means he gave the kid away to just anybody without verifying who he was giving the child away to. Thank you, DJ Just Jay. You're welcome. His ass should be under arrest for that statement alone. And for Las Vegas not to be able to charge him for that alone, that easily should be worth about 15 years in jail. That right there. Only two scenarios based on his own words. Did y'all see how we got Takesha Williams arrested in Stockton, California, over the death of Billy Simone Williams, who we're still going to be getting justice for that baby and the role that Takesha Williams played? Because her words got her caught up. His words literally just admitted to one of two scenarios. There is nothing else that could have happened. So that means he admitted to having custody of the kid at that moment, and he passed the custody over to another human based on his words. Regardless of whether it was a sister or not, you pass custody over to an individual. That either A, you knew it was the sister, or B, you didn't know that it was the sister. It could only be one of the two.
She was her baby daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Terrell Rhodes says he called Amari's mom in Colorado.
I turned around to call her to tell her if this is this true? Was this really prearranged? And as I'm doing that, she said she...
And he just admitted to giving the kid away and then supposedly trying to verify with the mom. These are about two stupid ass individuals.
To pick up my stepson.
Terrell Rhodes says she
Human beings should not be that damn stupid.
called Amari's mom in Colorado.
I turned around to call her to tell her if this is this true, was this really prearranged? And as I'm doing that, she says she don't need anything from my stepson. They got everything they need for him. And
if you didn't know who this so-called sister was, why did you give up custody? That makes no sense at all.
And basically just took off.
Nicholson says she missed Rhodes' call.
No, I was still asleep, so my phone, I didn't hear the first few calls until it was already too late.
Now, this is where...
Now, why would she sleep? Why would she sleep? Let me see if I can... Did they give the time? Let me see if I can find the time. If she's supposed to be out there so concerned about her mama who got bit by a damn chihuahua at 3:11 p.m. 3:11 p.m. Why would you be asleep at 3:11 p.m. if you're supposed to be tending to your mama who needed all your love and attention because she didn't got her foot bit by a chihuahua? She just so traumatized. And you had to be asleep at 3:11 p.m.? So you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. On May 5th, let's look this up. May 5th is a Wednesday. What does the mother do for a living? Am I asking too many questions? What does the mother do for a living? The majority of people in America have what? Jobs. Jobs. Let me point two things out. See, and look at his body language over there. Head looking down, arms crossed. She's looking out into space, not even looking at the interviewer. Body language, but we'll get back to that. Two grown adults on a Wednesday at 3:11 p.m. and nobody's at work? So how are they paying their bills? What do they do to make money? How are they living? Which would also point to their lifestyle. And if we know their lifestyle, then that actually would give us more insight as to what could have potentially happened to this kid and who might have possession of this kid. So if you ask me, I don't know if they into pimping and hoeing because it's the best thing going. I don't know if they shooting up crack, even though that stuff is whack. I don't know what they doing for a living. I don't know if they cleaning up hotels because they deserve to be in hell for neglecting and misusing and abusing this kid. I don't know if she was stripping, but she's definitely tripping. On a Wednesday, during the daytime, why ain't neither one of them at a job?
Don't need anything from my stepson. They got everything they need for him and basically just took off.
Nicholson says she missed Rhodes' call.
No, I was still asleep, so my phone, I didn't hear the first few calls until it was already too late.
Now, this is where things get a little confusing. The mother tells me she and Rhodes got into an argument about her being...
Look at the body language. His head is all the way down, arms behind his back. Her arms are crossed. She's looking everywhere except for the interviewer.
Away from Vegas and told him someone would be stopping by, but didn't say exactly who and didn't say why they were coming over.
But you didn't know her though, correct? You never seen her? So
he didn't know her, never seen her, and did not verify before he gave the kid away. That should be an arrestable offense because he admitted to it.
But you didn't know her though, correct? You never seen her? So did you not know this person you're letting take Amari away?
I mean, from my knowledge, I already was told like someone was going to stop by, somebody was going to, but I never knew who. So I still had that in my head that somebody was coming by.
But bottom line, Nicholson says she never gave anyone permission to come and pick up Amari. She says Rhodes did not give Amari to the woman. She took him and just wants him back safe.
In this whole story, it sounds confusing. It sounds like we're lying. It sounds like, you know, it's just a big confusion.
Now, Amari's biological father, who lives in Reno, talked to Fox 5 last night, and this is what he said about Amari's disappearance.
I don't know where he is, and she don't know, and the police don't know. So he's kidnapped. He's gone.
Taylor Nicholson says she wants people to share social media posts and news stories about her son and be on the lookout for him so he can come home safe. And of course, we'll stay on top of this and let you know what's happening. Live at the update desk, Joe Vigil, Fox 5 News, local, Las.
I'm going to tell you guys, this stinks to high hell, and I'm going to tell you, the Orrin and Orson case, Orrin and Orson West, that case out of California City, California, this sounds like exactly what this is. Like they basically sold this kid into whatever black market they sold this kid into. That boyfriend is clearly lying. He needs to be in jail. The mom is acting clueless because she facilitated this. She left, and I'm going to tell you guys this. If you take your children to the thug zoo, that boyfriend is a thug. He don't work a job. He's not a law-abiding citizen. He's a damn liar. Okay? And I can almost guarantee you guys this. I have not had to do one retraction story yet. I believe that I'm right about this one too. That boyfriend is lying, and I believe that when the evidence catches up with them, we're going to find out that his ass ends up arrested and in jail, and he's probably going to get jail time. But I think he needs probably life in prison just for the fact that he admitted that he had custody and gave away custody. Period. And admitted the fact that I don't know who the sister is. I just heard that somebody was going to come pick him up. What does that even mean? You're a dummy. She should have never left this baby with that kid. But then again, she shouldn't even be a mother. This woman makes mothers look bad. She does not represent good mothers at all. She's not a good mom. She should have. And then the so-called grandmother who was bit by a little chihuahua chewing on her foot or some crap like that. Oh, she was bit by a dog. I had to go take care of my mama. So your mama was more important than your own son. That's stupid. For that stupidity, the mother needs just as much time in jail as the boyfriend. They don't need to be in our society anymore. They need to be on the first thing smoking into outer space. Let's pray for that baby. I don't know what a baby is, but we're going to pray for a positive outcome. But y'all know all too well that these type of things usually do not have positive outcomes. Put a prayer hands up. Let's pray for that baby. Let's hope we can find him. Amari Nicholson, prayer hands up, young prince. We hope to be able to find you, especially before it's too late. Prayer hands up. We're going to keep looking for you. Let's get justice for this baby, okay? I'm DJ Just J with the AFC, and we put our children number one. We put them first. From my heart to yours, I love you guys, and thank y'all for listening with an open mind and an open heart. Y'all have a great night. Have a great day. Peace.